All right, here we are at the podcast, Joey Kola podcast, live from the green room at Governor's on Sunday night at 7 o'clock. That's the working title we have. I'm here with my buddies, Tony Walker, my producer and right-hand man. Sallie's in the booth. Tim Krompier, we call him Kromps, to my left. Tim Gage over here, two Tims over here, and, of course, my Yoda, John Blenn, is over there, okay? So my favorite comics, my favorite guests, my good people around me this week, and I'm happy to be here with you guys. So we got a lot going on. We were off for 2 weeks because of Father's Day, because of some other stuff I had to do. I got a hernia operation coming up. Whoa. My belly button looks like a nose. I
don't need to see that. I can do without that.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Canceled
down.
down.
That's like my intestine.
I'm going to get dollar bills out.
So I got to get that operated on July 5th. I got a colonoscopy for August 6th. My prednisone solved my Achilles tendon problem. So by the time I go back to Rachel Ray in September, everything should be wiped out. And
he'll be
I'm out
throwing
of my
juices
mind.
in no time.
That's right. Out of my mind because I am, today is day 14, no sugar.
Oh,
no sugar.
Good for you, buddy.
Thank you. But normally we bring the Chips Ahoy in. We have a whole bag of them, and that's gone. I cut back my Nutella completely, and that's where I'm at, man.
So you're miserable. You're still miserable.
I'm miserable. I know you guys are sugar-free.
Yeah.
John, are you sugar-free?
No, I'm not sugar-free.
I hate you. I hate you.
Not completely.
So the methadone's not working. That's what you're telling
Methadone
me.
is not working.
What is the methadone for sugar-free?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me see if I understand this. You actually quit sugar immediately after getting a lifetime supply of Nutella.
That's what happened, yeah. Rachel Ray gave me 300 jars on the show because I love Nutella. I ate it every day. And we wound up giving a lot of it. That's a lot, you know. So we give a lot of it to a homeless shelter. It's a lot. We give a lot of it to a homeless shelter. And
sure.
I
Is that why I saw 12
diabetes.
homeless guys in the New York City Marathon last week?
They're all diabetic.
Why did he quit when he got Nutella? Well, he ate so much Nutella he gave himself a fucking hernia. That's why.
That's right.
Joey looks like he's 8 centimeters dilated right now, and everybody's wondering why he quit Nutella. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
The water's going to break here on our floor.
Yeah, don't worry.
And she also gave me for Christmas, she gave me a 7-pound bucket of it. I got a 7-pound bucket.
She's trying to kill you for some reason.
Of Nutella?
No, because I'd eat it and burn it. I mean, listen, for as much sugar as I ate, I'm only 20 pounds overweight now. Since I stopped this sugar.
Crap. I'm telling you 20 pounds.
25, 30.
What did you
maybe
turn to the
30.
biggest
We
liar?
were all thinking it. You're the only ones with the balls to say it.
Are you kidding?
All right, listen.
Let's start this over with reality now.
All right, let's go back to reality. All right, let's. all right.
Joey got the hernia just so he could look like he had an ab on his belly button. Are you out of your mind?
No, listen. The most I've ever been, I'm only 5'7.5", so I was 215.
Oh, now it's a height issue. If I was 6'8", this would be bullshit.
It's a height thing, man. I'm telling you.
It's a height
I'm
thing.
5'7.5". I was 215. I started no sugar. I went down to 208.
You look great, buddy.
But then this morning I had I don't know, a pretzel or something. Now I'm back up to 211. So I'm fighting with the scale. So my wife says, let's just get a new scale. I said, no, I want to beat this scale. This scale's got to be conquered by me. And when I get down to 195, then I'll figure out how I'm going to manage my sugar. Because it's got to come back in. Because I did 17 hours fast. You know how they say you should intermittent fast?
Yeah, I do that.
No.
I do that
You do it?
every day.
Do you get dizzy and want to pass out?
So what happens is when you cut, this is what's happening right now. You're cutting your sugar down. You're probably
Right.
eating a lot more fats than you are sugar.
Yeah,
Salt, right? You want salt.
yes.
So what's happening is your blood sugar is so low that you're going to get heart palpitations and you're going to get a little dizzy.
Okay.
And it's going to almost feel like because I had it yesterday and I was like, oh, I got to sit down. But because I had fasted for so long. But if you do that, this really will melt away within 2 months.
Seriously.
If you 16, I 15
Is
hours.
it a keto diet?
I'm kind of keto, but I don't think about it. Like I had an apple yesterday, which is in keto diet. There's carbohydrates
Okay,
in apples. Are
right.
you having sugar from fruit or no sugar at all, really?
A little bit of fruit. I had some blueberries the other day.
Blueberries are fine, but you really want to. This got boring already.
No.
You really don't want to.
No, it didn't.
You don't want to.
I'm interested in
You
this.
don't
Guy
want
with the camera left
honestly,
the room. How
don't-
fucking boring
I know.
is this?
He's like, I'm going back to Hollywood. Don't eat any fruit. Mm-hmm. Don't eat any fruit.
What
You can
the
have a couple of
fuck?
blueberries. Don't eat
None
any
at
fruit.
all?
No fruit, no bread, no sauce.
That's all gone. The bread and the grains and all of that stuff
Eggs.
is all gone.
meat.
Wait, no
hearing
tomato
chicken.
sauce?
No, I had
Why
it today,
not?
but I have a cheat day. Today I had tomato sauce.
Wait, tomato? I never thought I'd ever get to the point in my life where tomato sauce
yeah,
is
it's got
my cheat day.
onions, garlic. Tomato sauce is full of sugar. That's why it tastes so good.
Wait. Let's break that down right now. Onions have got sugar in it?
Yes.
Garlic has got sugar in
No,
it?
garlic, you're fine.
Tomatoes
it breaks
got sugar
down
in it?
Tomatoes, yeah, it's a fruit. Tomatoes have a
You
lot
gotta
of
be
sugar in it.
kidding
Look
me.
at the back of a thing of ragu. How much sugar and carbohydrates are in it?
Yeah, but that's
You don't want to
processed
go.
food.
You don't want to go over 20 grams of carbohydrates a day.
And how do you know how many carbohydrates you
I don't
get?
even count. I just know I eat eggs. I eat chicken. I eat fish. I eat.
That's what I want to know. What you do?
I eat protein. I have a lot of protein shakes. I know what I eat a lot of.
What?
It's probably not good. I eat a lot of bruschetta.
Yeah, bruschetta.
And de Parma. Ham. The ham. You know the
Prosciutto.
Prosciutto. And I rock that in cheese.
That's loaded with salt.
What are you playing? Password?
Yeah, but there's-
Match game.
who's on
Prosciutto.
first?
That's right. The ham. You roll it.
I roll the
It's on
ham.
a pig.
I roll it in cheddar cheese. I eat that with almonds, unsalted almonds. I eat that all day.
How cashews good? Can I eat cashews?
I have to look that up.
What about pistachios?
No, you got to eat almonds.
Damn it! And you guys have been. Now you lost a lot of weight too.
Yeah, but I don't. I just.
Yes, but he
I just
eats
watch
and
it.
then
I
just
eat.
throws it all up.
Yeah.
He knows what he's
See,
doing.
you know, here's what did it for me.
I don't. Everybody always tells me what to
Believe
do.
it.
They're like, "No, you can't eat bread. You can't." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! I'm 60 years old. I know what the
Yeah,
hell.
yeah.
I'm still alive.
Yeah.
Relax. You know,
Well,
I'm
here's
sick
what-
of
here's
tired. I
what-
think everybody just wants to bust everybody else's balls.
No, but here's what
I don't
busted
want to
my.
bust anybody's balls.
Here's what got me. My doctor told me I'm pre-diabetic.
Yeah.
So he
Pre-diabetic.
says I'm pre, so I'm pre-diabetic.
You gotta watch
and
out.
It challenged me for 4 months to let my blood
My
sugar go
brother-in-law,
down.
who I was with today, type 2 diabetes, and now he's been doing the same thing I'm doing.
But he's got to give himself the shots and
No,
everything?
he's got to really be careful. He carries a meter around now but he hasn't had
No.
he hasn't had sugar in like 2 months, 3 months.
And is he?
He lost a
losing the
ton of weight. Yeah, he lost a
did?
ton of weight, but he's still like he's got to watch it. You know, his sugar flies up and down.
Yeah.
You got to be really careful.
Now, what do you mean he's got to carry a thing around? In other words,
Because he gets dizzy. He's the one that explained to me the heart palpitations and stuff. Because
Right.
I did no carbs, fully like no carbs for
Right.
like 4 or 5 days
Yeah.
and worked out.
Yeah.
And I got the dizzy. I'm like, oh, am I having a heart attack right now?
Yeah.
Which, wife, 3 kids. I was all
Yeah,
for that.
that's
but
another thing I want to talk about.
Yeah.
At your level where you are, you got little kids, you got your wife.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you do that? I mean, the kids are not.
Oh, my kids eat
pre-diabetic.
more Nutella than you do.
Yeah, so they're eating that stuff. How do you not eat it?
I just don't. It's just willpower. But like I'll have it. Like I have one day. Like last week, I had a piece of cake
Yeah.
on Father's Day. But I already
Okay.
did that. But I started this a couple of months ago. So the fasting, all that. I have one day, and I also go to the gym a lot. So
Yeah.
Well,
now that I got my heel fixed, I'm going to wind up going to the gym.
yeah. Well, you got to
So,
take care of this first too. You
Yeah.
got to take care of the
Take care of what?
the guy that's got the fucking growth you got coming
I
out of your
know,
stomach.
I got another nose sticking
Yeah.
out of my stomach. Anyway, so that's where I'm at now. Are you guys okay?
I'm fine.
Great. I'm wonderful.
I find it very funny that everybody's got their own axe to grind. Everybody's got their own problems. Everybody's wounded. That's my thing. Everybody's wounded in some way. So my wound now, in particular, has to be is this sugar thing that I'm fighting with, and I didn't realize that it's a challenge to my whole lifestyle. I didn't realize it because I was just eating it, and that was it.
That's what you got to change. You're changing your lifestyle. You're not.
and I don't want to do that.
But you have to.
But here's the thing: I don't want to do
You
that.
won't miss it. You won't.
Everybody
miss it.
says that.
Because
You know
you're
what?
12 days in. You've done the hardest part. The first 4 days is the hardest. You probably die in the first 4 days.
Dying, man.
And then you're gonna get once you get to like 24 days. It's
See, now why you got to keep pushing that number back? So when you do the first
Yeah,
3
right.
days, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
you
great.
should be
It's
fun.
not.
Now we're
12
24.
days is great. It's not.
Yeah.
24
days.
days.
No,
I'm
because
telling you,
you're still-
6 years without sugar.
you're still
and you're gonna see
triggered
some
because your
results.
brain is triggered. You smell it and you see it. It triggers your brain. Like
Yeah.
my kids eat Nutella. I make a Nutella sandwich for my son every day. He won't eat anything else. Peanut butter and Nutella every day.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
have it. He doesn't have it. It's a
Yeah.
huge thing. I make it for him every day. I look at the knife and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just put it because my brain's telling me to eat
Right.
that. But
I
this-
actually sense the sweetness in my water.
Yeah.
Like I got filtered water. I tasted it one day, and I tasted like the water tasted sweet.
Well, when you eat sweets now, like my wife has been, she eats hardly any sugar, and she had cake the other day. I was eating cake. I said, you got to taste this. My sister makes
Yeah.
gourmet cakes
Yeah.
from scratch. She's like, she spit out. She's like, there's too much sugar for me. Like, she freaked her out.
One bite of cake.
I shoved it all in my mouth.
Wouldn't you
my
love to do that,
God,
Joey?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Cupcakes, my
But here's
sister-
the thing: you're talking to a guy, and you guys know me.
I know you,
I know
yes.
you all very
Yes.
well. I would eat a whole Entenmann's cake.
Oh, me
I
too.
would eat a whole. I would sneak to
The
Stop
marshmallow
and
ones?
Shop
Yes.
and get the box of Funny Bones in the parking lot with a quart of milk. and then I would shove that in, and it would make me feel like I'm at the Bahamas. That's it. It does. It wipes away all my problems.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
Like
You'll be the
heroin
Dominican
would.
Republic.
You remember when
and
you
you'll
could
be dead.
do? You remember when you could do that? Yeah. Don't get one at the Hard Rock Cafe in Punta Cana. Do you remember when you could do that and not gain weight though? Like I remember when I could eat a cake, an Entenmann's cake.
Oh,
when I got my
Yeah.
first writing job in radio,
Yeah.
it was late night. I started at 11:30 at night. I was done at 4 a.m. every night. And to keep me up, I'd have a 2-liter of Coke and I'd get an Entenmann's Marshmallow Devil's Food Cake with the
you
vanilla
go.
topping.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
I'd eat half the cake and drink the soda, and I
Yeah.
couldn't gain 5 pounds. Now if I ate that, it would take me
You're
7
dead.
years. Yeah, I would.
You're dead if you eat
yeah,
a
I could-
cookie. John, you've been to my house, John. My wife makes homemade pasta. And she's a phenomenal
love
cook.
homemade
And
pasta.
the pasta with the sauces, with the stuff. And then we just, traditional Italian, you got to follow it up with dessert. So I'll go to the bakery. I love a bakery. We're lucky.
bakery's the
We're
best.
lucky, we're lucky in the town of Levittown where this club is, Governors. We have Dortoni's right up the street.
Yep.
I spend an afternoon there. It's the greatest place. It's just the greatest place, and they please you, and the people who work there are beautiful too. The men and the women, they're like gorgeous. How can I help you? And there's a cannoli right below her.
Right.
It's like her face, her breasts, and cannoli. What else is there? What else is
Joey's
there?
like, I'd like to eat your cannoli right now.
I'm telling you. Listen,
That's your crack house, buddy.
That's my crack house.
Yeah, man.
It's the greatest, man, and especially being on Long Island. Hey, we got to come on in, you guys. Pete,
Nah.
come over here, my friend. Come on in. Come on in. Come in. No, they're not doing it.
There comes
There you
Peter
go.
Bales.
Pete's my friend. Peter Bales is here. This is the guy. This is the guy who. By the way, round of applause to my friend Peter
Peter
Bales.
Bales.
Hey,
Oh, thank you. It's so great. I knew Joey when he was starting out,
When he was skinny.
when he was skinny.
Yeah.
When I was skinny.
When he was,
So
he was
everything
just-
okay, Tony?
No, go ahead.
No. Okay. No. All right.
Okay, now.
Anyway.
I knew Joey from the beginning.
Wait.
We started out at the ground round, people throwing peanuts.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, my brother was the chef there when he was 14. No joke. His first cooking job, 14 years old. The chef quit.
No shit,
They took
really?
the 14-year-old kid
hilarious.
because he wanted to be a cook. My dad got him the job there. He goes, you want to be a cook? Go. He said there was mice running around his feet in the back. He's
Wow.
peanuts everywhere. He's like, I don't want to do this for a living.
Wow.
Now he's rich.
But I'll tell you why. The reason why Joey is such a great warm-up comic is because he learned very early that in order to be a successful comic, you have to be likable. And he's extremely likable. He doesn't have really an angry bone
Thanks,
in
man.
his body. I really mean
Well,
that.
we were just talking about me being off sugar, so I'm angry now. For 14 days. These guys are telling me how to straighten
I
out
didn't
my
say
diet
nothing.
so I
I'm
can
not
lose
telling
this.
anybody what to do.
Well,
Well,
Kromps
Joey,
is, but thank you, man.
I'm not
Peter
telling.
Bales,
I'm helping.
For those of you watching
You
right
think
now,
it's helping.
Pete just came in. Peter Bales is he is all of our teacher. Any
Yeah.
comic who ever was ever raised in Long Island and also
done
raised
shows
at the
with
comic
him. It's
strip
just-
in New York City. This guy is the guy who taught everybody how to MC. And I came up in a day and age where the MC was the most integral part of the show. Like you see a headline and oh, who's headlining that show? Who's closing that show? Wrong. And back when I started, the MC was the glue. The MC kept the show going. Sometimes 15, 20 comics on a show. You got to keep the show going. That's what a warm-up guy does. That's what I do at Rachel Ray and when I did a Rosie and Martha. All these shows I warm up. I keep the show going while the host is busy doing whatever they're doing. And this is the guy that taught me how to do it in the comedy clubs. And you still do it so well. You're doing it tonight.
well,
at
I'm doing it
Governors.
tonight at
Yeah.
Governors, and I am proud. This is a perfect example of the student zooming past the teacher and just having
Hilarious.
And I mean that. I'm being
Hilarious.
serious
I ain't
and having a
zooming nowhere.
huge
I-
success. Just being great with the audience, great with people, just winging it when you have to wing it, having great bits
Thanks,
when you
man.
have to have great bits, and you're
It came
just
from watching you, dude.
Well-
It really came from watching you. East Side Comedy Club back in the 80s. And those were survival days. I mean, audiences are pretty tame now.
Yeah.
I think they know what to expect at a comedy club. So I don't know about you, but I get a lot less hecklers now because people want to pay attention. But we came up in a day and age where I got bottles thrown.
Yeah, I know.
People
Whoa.
were fighting.
That's true.
You know,
a peanut in the eye, and you have to keep going.
Yeah, that's
remember
what
that? That
happened,
was
yeah.
so difficult.
Yeah. I got cheese thrown at me. I did a bit about cheese. That you want cheese on that cheeseburger? I did did that bit, and this guy threw cheese at me at the brokerage, and I stopped the show. I threw it back at him. We got in a fight. It was this whole big thing, but that was years ago, you know.
And you
so-
haven't matured since.
2 weeks
No,
later,
I
he
haven't.
christened his kid.
Now I can't wait to get it. Now I want cheese.
Can
I have cheese
Yes,
on the
cheese
kilo?
has no carbohydrates. Eat all the cheese
Really?
you want. Yep.
I can eat all the cheese I want.
All the cheese. I sharp cheddar cheese. I eat
What
it all
about a
day.
burger with cheese, no bun?
Yep. I had that
can
for
eat all
dinner.
of
That
that.
was what I had for dinner last night with the
Okay.
sausage.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I probably should have a cardiac arrest at any moment, but that's all I eat.
No, but if your numbers are good, like my doctor said, all my other numbers are
Then
good.
you're fine. If you have cholesterol and everything's fine, you could eat that all day.
My triglycerides are fine. Cholesterol.
Go for a little walk afterwards.
I got a statin going in. I got a beta blocker happening. I got a little bit of Plavix, of baby aspirin, and I just got off the B12 because I just read that it causes shoulder pain. I was waking up with shoulder pain. Do you guys sleep at night and when you wake up, your arm is completely numb and cold?
Yes, that's because my wife's on
occasion.
top of it.
I wake up, my arms are numb. I'm like Monty Python.
I think it's time for a new mattress, buddy.
No, we just got a new mattress. We had a hard mattress. Now we got a
Yeah, but you
foam
don't have
mattress.
Tim Krompier's mattress.
Yes, I have a wonderful mattress.
What kind of mattress?
I don't know. I'm
you
sure he's
got?
going to tell you, though.
I don't know. I do have a mattress. I did get a bed that goes up and down like an old person.
Oh, you did?
I got that. Yeah, but that was. I love it, but my wife doesn't. She decided the second day we had it. I don't like this. I'm like,
my
well,
God.
it's too fucking
Yeah,
late.
That's expensive. Too.
Yeah, it was expensive.
Yeah,
I'm
those are like
paying that off for 5
$5
years. Yeah, that's
oh my
72
God.
months down.
Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I wake up, my arms are numb.
We're not going to Disney because I'm laying on a bed that I can't put up right
There you
now.
go.
Joey, you're a medical expert now.
Well, I am.
When you started, you asked me, so should I take a Fred or a Betty?
That's
It was all about Flintstone
it was
vitamins.
all about
Yeah.
Flintstone vitamins. That's it. And now
Flintstone vitamins. You know what, Joey?
I've evolved to
They
what
have
kind
sugar.
of statin I'm on
They have
now.
sugar in them.
I know. Listen, I also take a chewable.
Hilarious.
I take a gummy multivitamin too.
Really?
I
Is
can't
there no
take-
sugar in it?
No,
You sure?
there is sugar in it.
Yeah, you don't take them.
I can't take them either.
Yeah, but
There's
those
sugar
vitamins-
in it. What part of don't eat
Those
sugar do you not
vitamins
understand?
affect you,
Yeah.
right?
What?
Those vitamins really affect
You gotta go. You
They
gotta.
do.
You gotta go to
When you go to the
GNC.
bathroom, what happens?
Which number one or number two?
Number one,
Number one, it comes
you
out golden.
pee all the
That's
colors of the
right.
rainbow.
You know,
I'm
once-
setting you
yeah.
up for your
I
bits
saw
here,
that from
and you're
6
not picking
miles
them up.
away.
I'm telling you now. I once had asparagus and that and those vitamins, and I put a hole right through the porcelain. You gotta go.
I gotta
back
go.
in the room. Thanks for coming, Peter
Oh,
Bales.
Joey
Bales.
Kola, the best.
Hey.
Thank you, Peter Bales. Look who's here. Carie Karavas, my friend. Carie
Carrie.
Karavas.
Carrie
Carie Karavas.
Don't
Another
fake-
great Long
no
Island
fake
Canadian who
clapping,
also does the
fellas.
road.
She's got
And
laryngitis.
here. We're talking about, and she's got laryngitis. We're talking
Yeah.
about diet. I'm off the sugar. So I just
Why?
told you to
Fat?
have
Because I came in because I'm fat and you
no,
start
you're not,
diet.
I didn't say that. You
Oh,
are
okay.
beautiful as ever. But I told you to have the pineapple juice to heal your throat. When I was working the Rosie
Oh, I'm
O'Donnell
not saying a
show,
word.
what?
Doing
Nothing.
fat jokes.
What? I'm not doing any fat
No,
jokes.
no,
No.
nothing.
When I was working the Rosie O'Donnell show, I had laryngitis, and Barry Manilow was on the show. His voice coach was there.
I
He
love
saw
Barry.
that I had. Me too. I love him. I remember all my. I love Barry Manilow. People make fun of me, but I love Barry Manilow. You ever go to a concert of Barry
I
Manilow?
have, I have.
I went to one last time. I was at the Nassau Coliseum. I was there. It was the best sing along. It was 20,000 people singing
was.
along. Every single song. Every
And then he
word.
has videos of himself from back in the day when he was young.
He blends that in. Amazing.
Like
Anyway,
he's-
he was on Rosie. The voice coach comes over and says, "You got laryngitis. Take pineapple juice. It's a bromeliad, the plant, but it's got bromelain in it, and that brings you. I'm telling you, listen,
Bromelain.
I know
Bromelain,
stuff.
statins, no
Bromelain,
sugar.
yang. So
I think that's a made-up word,
and I
Joey.
know it hydrates your vocal cords. 'cause
No, I've
when
heard
you-
this, I've
when
heard
you
this.
become dehydrated, it's the first time that's the first place your body takes the moisture from is your vocal cords because they're just sitting there all moist. Boom, let's take it. So that's what happened. So you got to take that pineapple
I
juice.
did
You're
take
gonna
it.
get
It
your
didn't
voice
work.
back.
I know, and I
didn't-
have to go
It's not
on.
going to work automatically right away.
Well, I
gotta
should
be
have
on
started.
it.
You should have told me this 2 days
Did you
ago.
goggle with it? Did you goggle?
Goggle. I have the. Last night I went on, and it was worse than this. It kept cutting out my voice. It
How'd
was
you get this?
terrible. I don't want to say.
Oh, we know. We know.
Somebody coughed on me.
That's what happens.
Okay.
Some
Yeah.
animal coughed on
An
me.
animal coughed on you. Where were you, in the subway? Were you
No, I was in the car. My sister made me
right.
go pick up her stupid friend from
All
another
right.
foreign country.
Right, who
He
is
brings
sick.
in the virus.
Oh, you might have
you got
me.
some
So-
Ebola. Ebola.
You might have
We got Ebola in
Listen
the
to
house.
me.
Now we all got to live in this room and see who lives it out because she fucking had to pick up some
We've
Greek
been locked
freak.
in.
some hairy back monster from the Mediterranean came in. Is gonna
Yes.
get us all sick.
Yeah, so he was coughing the whole time in my car.
Oh my God.
Great.
So
You
then I'm
gotta
like,
disinfect the whole car now.
whatever. It was 2 weeks
Now
ago.
I gotta
I'm the
Purell
only
the
one that got sick.
microphone before I go on stage tonight. Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
my
I'm going
God.
on last, so.
Oh, are you?
It
Don't
doesn't
worry.
Yeah.
matter. It doesn't matter. The room,
you're
now
the
we're all
end.
infected.
I'm the
All right.
end. I'm the end of this nonsense.
See, now both of you two got young kids, so you got all kinds of diseases coming in and out all the time.
Yeah.
No, but what happens is when you first have your babies and they first go to school, you get everything. But then after a while, you stop catching what
Right.
they get.
My son Jack's the sick one. He gets sick with. He has everything.
He
If
has
there's
everything.
something in the school. I get a note home from the school. There's strep throat. I just count 15 minutes, and Jack's got strep throat. It's every time.
Wow.
He-
Wow.
It's the outbreak monkey. That kid.
Well, you know what? It's good to drink a lot of water. Take your
Yeah. Don't eat
pineapple
sugar.
juice.
Joey's not eating sugar.
You know
No.
what Sally just said to me a little while
Wait,
ago?
here's what Joey says to me. I want to tell you one thing. He goes to me, I'm off sugar for 2 weeks now. And I go, oh, good. You're not eating any, fruit? He goes, no, I have pineapple.
I just had that conversation with him 2
just
minutes
now.
ago. I
And he
said
just
that's
screamed at
sugar.
me
I
about
just
the
screamed
same
at him for the
thing.
same thing.
Yeah.
What? How are you off sugar
Yeah.
if you're eating pineapple,
He's taking-
not
apples?
completely.
He's
I
taking
can't-
gummy multivitamins. I go, Joey, there's a ton of sugar. And they goes, oh, I know. I'm like, well, you're not off sugar then. That's why
Yeah.
you're still angry.
I can't swallow pills.
If you did
Dude, I
twe-
gotta drink milk. Can I drink milk on this
No,
diet?
it's
You
different.
can
if
drink
you
all
have
the
sugar.
milk you want.
I can drink all the milk
I don't think
want?
there's sugar in milk. Let's look it up.
Wait,
No,
is
no,
there
I'm
sugar in milk?
unsweetened almond milk. That's what you want.
Unsweetened almond milk. Are you
That's
out of
disgusting.
your friggin' mind?
No, that's what I drink. It's delicious.
No, I needed to coat the pills to swallow pills. I just learned how to swallow pills. I'm 58.
What are you,
right?
9? You crush them with the crush them with the spoon and stick them in water and drink them
You
out.
should have
I
learned that
am
in
9.
college, Joey, how
I
to swallow
should-
pills.
I know.
I know.
That's what happens when you go to Nassau
hilarious.
Community College. They don't even teach you how to do drugs at that place.
Sally in the booth just told me the funniest thing in the world. If when you're off sugar, it's good because then your body's going to start to eat whatever tumors you got growing.
That's
in
right.
there.
Yeah.
So, do you have tumors? Do you have tumors?
Not anymore,
I don't
Joey.
see
I'm
a
off
tumor
sugar.
on you.
But your thing
Gage,
is,
you got a
now
tumor?
you told me that you're still freening for the sugar and all that. That's because you never really
Flipping out,
because you
man.
never really got off it. That's why.
I never really got off
No.
it completely.
No,
I mean, completely.
so when you're eating, even if you have 6 or 7 grams of sugar a day, now your brain it's like taking one hit of crack and going, I can't have any more crack.
Okay,
today.
but listen, if I have a cup of coffee in the morning, if I put a quarter of a teaspoon of sugar.
Okay,
in
this is
that
what you're gonna
coffee-
do. You're gonna
It's still
after the
sugar.
show. I don't want to bore everybody, but what you're
Right.
gonna do is switch coffee. But I got my wife off of that, who is the biggest coffee drinker I've
Don't
ever met in my
say
life.
stevia. I tried it. It tastes
No,
like crap. Ah,
listen. This is what you're gonna get. I'm gonna get you a frother off of Amazon.
Right.
You plug it in. You pour in your
I
almond.
got a
You pour in
frother
your
already.
vanilla almond milk. It has no sugar in it. It's
Okay.
the Kola guys. You hit it. It froths and steams and heats the milk. You put it in. It tastes sweet, even though there's no sugar in it.
Okay, all right. I got
I
a
don't believe
frother.
there's no
First of all, I
sugar.
got
and
a
then put a little
frother.
cinnamon on top of
Yeah,
it.
he
Do you like
has the
cinnamon?
frother.
Yeah, I like
Put
cinnamon.
it. My wife put her cinnamon. My wife's like,
I
she
can't believe I gotta change my world like this to stay
You
alive and
do.
keep my
Joey,
Yes,
Joey.
your daughter's getting married in a year.
Here's what I want to
2
say.
years.
You have to change your world like this because you're the only one sweating and your glasses have
sweating.
fogged.
I know,
Your
here's what's
glasses
funny.
have fogged up. So if you don't stop eating sugar, you're going to explode.
I'm sweating. I'm fogging up.
You're
I'm a
fogged
mess.
up.
Joey looks
I
like he
need
just did.
sugar. Somebody come to Governor's. I'm live here now. Somebody come here and bring me an Entenmann's
If you
cake.
brought Joey a bag of cocaine right now, he'd sprinkle it on donuts. That's what he would do.
That's what I would do.
I don't want to snort this. I want to fucking eat it.
My
It's
brother
hysterical.
screamed at me the other day. My brother's used to be. He's a New York City cop. Retired. So I'm telling him all of this. I'm telling him I can't have this, can't have that. He goes, dude, what do you want? You want your cake or you want your toes? And when you put it like that, I want my toes.
You do.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do, man?
Beach season. You need your
I'm
toes.
sorry I'm taking up all the time with this sugar conversation because there's so much more to talk about.
There is.
I've been off sugar for 14 days now.
I'm like his hype man over here.
But your glasses are
You go for it,
fogging.
Joey.
They're fogged again.
They're
What do I
fogged
do?
again. You want to know why?
Why?
Because
all
you're
jazzed-
eating sugar.
You were all
Plus it's
jazzed up.
90 degrees outside. I got this friggin' thing on.
There's no air in here, actually.
There's no air in here right now. It's not working. So and here I am with you guys, and you make me a little hot. I gotta be honest with you. So I'm sweating.
I
like
do
this.
that. I
They're
do that.
sweating too.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? What do you got coming up? What are you doing? What's going on with you?
She's doing Sunday at Governor's. That's
I'm
what she's
doing
doing.
Governors.
No, she's always got something else going on.
I am. I do.
But
I always do. I just sold my house. I told my husband we were downgrading so,
Right.
we could alleviate some of the bills, and we're upgrading because he's so dumb. So we ended up going $100,000 higher.
But you were supposed to go lower.
Because you can't go lower. You can't go lower.
you get
in
a
life.
pool?
You can't go
you
back.
You can only live in
I have a
1500
pool now. We don't even.
What town?
no
What
one
town did
uses
you
it.
move to?
Same town, but over.
But listen, you can only live in 1,500 square foot of a house.
Not true, Joey.
No, your
I have
family
parties all the
eats up
time.
the whole house.
Yeah, I have
You
par-
use every room
Well,
in the house?
I need a section of the
How many
house for
kids
my
you got?
kids because they're annoying. So
How
they
many?
have to. Two.
And that's it.
Very annoying
Yeah.
kids.
So you want to put them over there, another wing.
Get away.
All right, but you eat together still,
We do eat together. I cook every night.
right? Of course.
Sugar,
yeah.
some
Greek
sugar,
food
some
stuff,
sugar.
right? Yeah. Little bit
Yeah,
of sugar.
Greek
Yeah.
galactoburico that you like.
Galactoburico. I would love that, but that's the thing. A Mediterranean diet is what you eat. You're used to that.
Right,
That's
you
in
gotta
your
go
blood.
close.
Is that what you have? Mediterranean diet too?
No, I just eat things that don't have sugar in them.
I can't because it's gonna block my thing.
Oh, well, then you need to
Yeah.
speak into
I gotta
it.
go like this. Can you hear me now?
I don't think a little microphone's gonna block all of this, Joey.
I don't know. And the sweating, and I'm just such a mess, man. Look at me.
You look good, though. I think
but
you look good.
Now that I'm talking to you about the Mediterranean diet, I want chicken with garlic and everything. He said you just can't have garlic. It's got sugar
No,
in
I
the
said
garlic.
you can
Could
couldn't
have garlic.
I said
That's your problem. You don't listen,
Listen.
Joey.
I don't listen.
You don't listen.
His hearing's going. His hearing's
My
going from
hearing's
the
going.
diabetes.
No,
My
my
agent.
hearing is going because of the
Tim Gage.
Bell's palsy I had last year. I
Oh,
woke up, my
Jesus.
face went down to here. I lost my smell. I lost my hearing. So I figured, let me stay home. I canceled a
You
bunch
didn't
of
lose your
gigs.
appetite.
I didn't lose that. No.
You know, I
Oh,
went.
look
I
who-
went.
look who's
prednisone.
talking.
I'm going
Oh
to
my
be
God,
on
this is
the
gonna be a fight.
No, I'm a fat bastard too.
No, you're
I know.
not.
But listen, I'm going to be on the Mediterranean diet in the Mediterranean.
Wow. So
I'm
you're
going to
Greece.
Greece
Wow.
For how long?
Whole month of August.
The whole month of August. Good
Yes.
for you.
There you go.
Bring me back.
Has
something,
anyone been
please.
there? Have you
I
guys
have
been?
not
No.
been.
No, my nephew just came back. He was there.
It's the best.
He
It's
loved
the
it. He
best
said it
place
was cheap to
eat.
eat. Yeah.
It's really good food.
No
Just
crime
everyone-
there or anything like that.
No
The
crime.
government's
Nah, you know,
stable
A
and-
lot of crime. They don't work.
Look, the crime is that yes, there's crime now because there's a lot of refugees coming in.
Right.
Right.
And the Greek people are the type of people that they don't want to see, so they feed people and they, whatever, and
Yeah.
then next thing you know, they're getting robbed by the same
Right.
people
They're
that
very
feeding.
welcoming of
Right.
everybody.
Yeah, they're very welcoming, and then they're getting like they're getting
Right.
robbed from the same people that they're feeding. It's really bad. There's
Where
a
are
lot
you
of ref-
staying? You in a hotel? You staying with family? Or?
No, we have homes all over.
Your family does.
My mother's house that she grew up in, we
Right.
have. It's right on the water,
Right.
on an island. In Athens, we have an apartment, so we're gonna stay there for 5 days, right? And
Cool.
then in my husband's island, which is Rhodes, he
Right.
has a house where his parents grew up. So
So you can go there and stay with family.
How
then.
poor are we, Gage?
Exactly.
We are so poor.
Very poor.
We're the poorest.
I go to my family in Lindenhurst.
Yeah, I got a summer house.
Well, you know
I
what?
wish I had.
I
now
have a summer shed.
the economy is so bad in Greece. So if you want to buy a house on an island, you can buy one for 60 grand.
Well, you just told me the
Really?
refugees are taking over. What am I
Yeah,
going
I know.
there for?
No. If you want to buy a house, on
I can
the
get a house in the Dominican Republic right now. I just can't eat,
Absolutely.
drink anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go to the minibar, my friend.
Who's going there now? I read the paper. I'm like, who's actually? People are like, you know
Nobody.
what? We thought about it. Everything's in the papers. Like, well, we thought of canceling the trip, but we figured we'd go for it. Don't go for it. You're gonna
Yeah.
die.
They
Yeah,
should-
like
they
how could
shut
you
Big
trust
Poppy.
anything?
I know, and it's
'Cause
the
they don't-
Hard Rock Cafe. It's like the #1 place in there. They're just dropping like flies.
But why are they like? They don't really know where they're getting.
They
poisoned.
do.
No,
They
do
know exactly what
Is it
they're
the mini
doing.
You
bars?
think they do?
They actually today I read in the paper they took out all their liquor spouts, like all the things that the liquor was coming out of. You know, when they make drinks, they've removed all of them.
Really?
So wait, it could be coming from the factory where they're making
They
the liquor.
said that they had an outlawed thing there where they were putting poison was coming in the liquor factories. They used this poison to like this, and they realized it was bad, and they said, "Oh, we got rid of it. We outlawed it."
Wait,
But
don't they?
clearly they didn't.
Are you talking
Yeah, they got rid of
about-
it in the bottles.
So like it says Kettle One, but it's really not Kettle One. It's like formaldehyde.
Wait. Hold,
They
let me
mix it with
stop.
fruit juices and
I'm
we eat it.
confused. Let me stop you. Let's say
But Joey, you
Kettle
can
One
drink
up-
it. It has no sugar.
Joey,
in it.
you'll be fine. You'll build up an immunity. You have an immunity to that. Joey's the guy that goes. He's like, I lost 8 pounds in the Dominican. It was
You still have your
tremendous.
toes.
Yeah, I
you
had
still
a-
have your toes.
I
You'll be
had some
dead.
gummy Kettle One. So let me ask you a question. Isn't it the same alcohol that we get in the United States?
I don't think so.
No.
It's not.
I think
Why
they use
is
it.
it
They
not?
said bootleg alcohol might be one of the reasons that it's happening.
Right, because here's what they do in all foreign places. They give you like the pure rubbing alcohol. You're drinking it. You're getting drunk, but you're getting so sick from it, like you could die from
and
it.
some
It's so
people, if you have a
powerful.
heart problem or you just different people it reacts differently.
Yeah.
So people just dropping like fries. But that ain't the other problem. People getting beaten there. There was a woman that was almost killed.
Yeah, he beat her up.
I can't watch this
Another
anymore.
lady was swimming. She got taken out to sea.
I'm not even going to the Bronx. That's how mad I am.
I'm not
with the
going
Dominican
anywhere.
right now.
I'm
I haven't
staying
even
home.
watched a Yankee
Here's the
game in
thing,
3
man.
games.
You know, if you put a toilet bowl next to a window, and you have a computer in front of you, you physically don't have to move for the rest of your life. If you have a pillow too, you can sleep, open the window, but the computer, order food, they drop it off. You're on a toilet bowl, eat it, shit it out. You're done.
nice.
You never have to move.
I had a hotel room like that.
did?
Mandalay Bay. It was the biggest room. It was bigger than my house. It was like a 1,700 square foot suite they gave me. I was on the road Panette.
And you had a
And they
toilet
gave
bowl
me this
next to a
thing. I was in
window?
a bathroom that was the size. It was huge. 2 tubs, 2 showers, 2 everything.
Tell him he used to open up for John Panette on the road.
Yeah, and then so I'm in there, and there was a TV in there, and I had food. I was like, I don't ever have to leave
You know.
ever.
Yeah.
I had Wi-Fi in there. I would just hang out in the bathroom all day. It was
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah. What'd you say, Gage?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, all right. I'm waiting for you to jump in.
Turtle.
Cool. My kids are.
Gage is such a hit and run.
I
man.
love
we
Gage.
Do, well, me too. We be doing a whole conversation. He'll say one sentence, boom,
And then
floor
kill
everybody.
it.
That's
Kill
it.
it.
We had a good time in Connecticut last week.
Yes, we did.
We
Too
went to a
bad
new
the
club.
audience wasn't too crowded, but
Yeah,
that was
well,
good. They were good.
it's summer,
That
you
was
know.
fun.
Where were you guys?
We were at the
Stress
Stress
Factory.
Factory in Bridgeport.
We've
And,
done that.
Great room.
Bridgeport is.
I wouldn't know, guys.
I'll make a call
Sorry,
for
Tim.
you.
Thanks, buddy.
We summer is slow, you know. Comedy clubs across the country. It's just what it is.
Yeah, oh,
So
yeah, no,
summer is
definitely,
slow from the
definitely.
end of
There's
May
always-
till the end of August, September. Comedy clubs are slow. That's it. That's why casinos do well. I was just up in the Poconos, my first time ever working for Scott Bruce. I would know the guy for 30-something years. He goes, "Do me a favor. You got an open weekend? Come up and do Pocono Palace and do the Cove Haven." Well, they
To bring back bed bugs?
They were no bed bugs. Everything looked clean. However, we talk about going back to the 70s.
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
God, the heart shape, the hot tub, and the whole thing, like in the room, it was insane. And people still show up there, and they wanna shoot BB guns at a balloon, or they do archery, or they
Water
still,
in a clown's mouth?
Yeah, they got like that stuff going. It was like crazy. It was a little bit weird. Like
At the end of the trip, Patrick Swayze you ran to him and he lifted
That's
you over
what
his
happened.
head.
He
and you were
grabbed me
saying,
right
"Time of
by
your
my
life."
waist, and my belly hit him in the face. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
I did the Stress Factory with Gage once, and remember that?
I
And
can't
I was in Mohegan Sun, and you go to me
Oh,
because
that was in Stress Factory. It was
not Stress Factory. That was what was it? The Brown Thompson
no, Laugh something. What the hell is it? It's in
Treehouse
It's
up
in
in
the
Westport.
Stanford.
Hartford.
Hartford.
City Steam.
City Steam.
So
City
so
Steam, yeah.
so Gage is hosting, and I'm in there, and I go to him. We go to Mohegan Sun.
Right, I leave.
It's an hour and 15.
You're right. I
From-
leave.
What,
He
to
leaves.
go gamble?
Yeah, to go
Yeah.
gamble
Right.
during the day, whatever.
Right.
All of a sudden, he calls me on my cell, and I go, hello, and he goes, Karavas, where are you? The show started. I go, bullshit. Because the
Thought it
show
was 8, but it was 7. It was 7
Oh
o'clock.
my God.
they started it an hour earlier than Friday.
Yeah.
But there was still one show. So I couldn't understand why would they start it
So funny.
earlier on a Saturday.
Yeah, it
And-
doesn't
and-
make sense.
So I'm thinking he's bullshitting.
Yeah.
What'd you do? You put the mic, you
Yeah,
put the
I'm proud.
phone, and I
Hang on,
go,
guys. Let her
Doing the
know that she's
announcement?
late.
oh my God.
Did you get there in time?
No, I'm
No,
still.
I had to stay on stage, but the
He-
thing because you got to go downstairs in the basement.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
I've
just
been there
hear
for
her
years.
Fucking
Oh, yeah.
feet and banging the walls. Bang, 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 bang. I see it.
But he did 45 or 50
Yeah.
minutes in between the
Wait,
feature and me. And I
Waiting.
hear as I'm falling down the steps, I hear him go, one time when I was 9, like you go up this
Gage is up there reading his journal from childhood. Time my dad tied me to the radiator in Brooklyn. It was pretty.
Oh my God. All right. Well, listen, we're gonna bring this to an end. We're gonna bring this to a close, Tony.
I got to get my kids at Bible camp, guys.
I'm gonna go on stage Sunday night. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be live here most of July, a lot of August. And the podcast is called Live from the Green Room at Governor's. The Green Room is full of comics. Carrie's going to close out the show. Gage and Kromps is going up. As usual, it's great. You're not going up? You're just
No.
hanging
if
out?
he wants to.
All
he
right.
will.
I know,
Come
I
hang
know.
Listen,
out.
he's
I know.
comedy
But,
royalty here, so he could go up whenever he feels
Right.
like it.
And my friend John Blenn, who's a great writer, playwright.
John Blenn.
And,
Everyone's friend is John
one of
Blenn.
Everyone,
my most trusted friends for many, many years.
If it wasn't
And,
for John, none of of us would have a picture of us on stage.
That's right. That's right.
True.
Actually, my wife busted
Hey, he was responsible for
Johnny.
most of my promo in the 80s and 90s because he wrote for Good Times Magazine and just a supporter of any
best.
comic in the country, whether you're here from here to L.A., from Brian Regan, Dennis Regan to all the Regans and any comic, Ray Romano, Kevin James, they all know John Blenn.
The
And what
best.
an honor it is to have you guys sitting next to me and you to my right. Tony, thank you. Sallie, thank you. See you next week, everybody.
night.
Take it
Take care.
easy.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.